Hi, welcome to the Triforce Podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is going to get us copyright.
Watch the show.
No.
It's the Triforce.
You know, every few years, a movie will come out that'll just stop you in your tracks. You know, something will make you watch it, and then at the end of it, just say, thank you? I didn't know I wanted this, but like I wouldn't say I'm displeased. It's thank you ? And in this season of thanks, I decided to con two of my closest friends into watching Thankskilling.
Oh my god.
So I'm grateful for that before we even get started.
Share this with your family. Share this movie with your family. Share this with your friends. Only if your family and friends are equally damaged millennials. Just wow.
Yeah, no, this is a fresh experience.
Oh.
For you at least. Nicole, you've seen this.
I have seen this.
So that's why I like you. All right?
It was fresh, juicy, and foul.
Yeah. This is a reaction podcast for you, essentially.
This is reaction, man. This is a Triforce first. Like we're fresh off the material. Like this turkey is as fresh out the oven as it can be.
I don't know, man. I think that there was a previous instance of us watching a horror movie where we all watched it right before recording the Stay Alive podcast.
Was it that?
I think
Did
it
we
was
watch
all
it that day?
I believe. I don't know.
Wow. I think this is definitely like the only way to do this podcast because man, did my brain immediately try to shut out this information.
I need to know the lore behind your original watch of this before we get in.
I want to know this because this is the same woman who wouldn't let us finish Rubber.
Because
she got
Rubber
so
was
mad.
stupid.
Rubber's a masterpiece.
They at least had an explanation for the turkey being evil. They had nothing. They were
How do you know? You didn't let it get that far.
No. I watched the beginnings of it. Shush. Your argument is invalid.
Love it.
All right.
There's the whole rest of it.
I don't care. All right.
This is already, the vibes are already
Yeah.
good.
The reason I watched that movie is because growing up, I was like not really supposed to watch like these horror movies. So now that I'm like getting more like, oh, okay, these are not real. Like this is not in my realm. Like they will not hurt me.
There's no such thing as a killer turkey.
Yes. So I was like, okay, let me start watching like a bunch of horror movies. So I watched like Halloween, Trick or Treat.
Oh, the good ones.
Thankskilling, like everything.
The good ones,
And-
asterisk.
Can't put those.
The killer clown from outer space. Like,
That's a good one.
yeah, so I started watching like a bunch of different like Halloween or scary movies, like from the really good ones to the really bad ones, and Rubber is somewhere in the really, 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 really bad one.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it.
Listen.
Next podcast is about Rubber.
No. Count me
Sitting there-
out.
I'm sitting here making you watch it. I'm putting duct tape on your eyelids.
Guess what? I'm going to be rolling out of that.
Nice. Gorgeous. So, Thankskilling. It's a movie that I show one specific scene to, and I use that as the gateway drug to get people to watch this movie.
Do you think that's why Wanda Lust quit porn?
I don't know, but it could be. It could be. We're gonna get to it, but I just told Abby about that scene, just the major points of what goes on, and they were just like, yeah, I'm in. So they watched it with us.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's the gateway drug. So if one scene makes you watch a whole movie, that's why we should also watch Wolf Cop for a very specific scene.
Man, you just needed to say the name Wolf Cop.
Wolf Cop, Velocipaster.
Velocipaster! That was in the recommended, and I'm so excited.
Yeah,
What about Jack Frost?
Jack Frost is a classic.
We'll do that one around Christmas time.
That's a Christmas
Yeah.
one.
We'll do that one around Christmas
100%.
time.
Yo, Puma, I get you. I get you with all these horror movies.
Bad
man.
horror movies.
Bad horror movies are fun. Like, I've never laughed. I don't think I've laughed this hard at a movie in so long.
Yeah. It's like it's so far removed that it might as well have been made in like the 1970s. Like, you know, it was in 2008. But the language was like hardly accessible anymore.
No, and like it's weird because I vividly remember a time where that was okay to say.
Sure.
And I know like these were just edgy teenagers in 2008 making this movie.
Quote unquote.
Sure.
These were 20 plus people trying to be
Yeah, did
teenagers.
you not see the guy with the glasses? He easily looked
This
30.
was the Johnny Knoxville generation. Like this is like, you know what I mean? So this is them making a horror movie, and they had to like make it gritty, and they just used all these terrible, inaccessible words today, and like that's the thing that like put us off more than the fucking killer turkey.
Yeah, a little bit so. Little bit so.
So if you're gonna watch this movie, just remember that is a thing. It's a product of 20. It was pretty not okay for 2008. You know, like,
No. But it is a killer turkey. And I will say this, when it comes to holidays, there's very little to actually celebrate when it comes to Thanksgiving for many reasons, but there's no like Thanksgiving songs.
No.
You don't really decorate your house for Thanksgiving as hard as you would during Halloween and Christmas.
You basically just change your tablecloth to like orange.
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
So like there's very little Thanksgiving themed content. So when it comes to like what should we do? We didn't really do a Halloween episode. We should do a Thanksgiving episode. As soon as that happened, like 2 neurons in my brain that have been silent since 2012 just reconnected and were like, Thankskilling. We should watch Thankskilling.
And then they went dormant for the next 20 years. When you reach out to me and be like, Thankskilling 4 came out.
Yeah, it would be Thankskilling 4. So shall we get into because the first sentence I have to say is probably something we're going to stick on for a moment.
Can we like read the description of Thankskilling?
Oh, please.
Like,
yeah, go for it.
Thankskilling, the description is 5 college students want to go back to their houses for Thanksgiving and encounter a 386-year-old necromanced turkey that kills any person that it sees. And it is a rude, foul-mouthed bastard.
Correct. I mean,
Foul-mouthed.
Somebody
Fowl mouth.
Somebody had to go in, watch this hour of garbage, and then condense it into a sentence.
And they did
the best they could.
That's the movie.
They were so mad at that turkey by the end of the movie. That's a horrible, foul-mouthed bastard.
They were very upset.
I'm gonna call somebody that just watch them like, oh my god.
Just like call Marlon. You're a horrible, foul-mouthed bastard.
And hang up.
It's like, oh, it's
No
good to hear from you. All right. At the first Thanksgiving in 1621, historically inaccurate. I just want
Very
to say,
wrong.
just off the bat.
You're telling me that Thankskilling isn't doing its research?
No, it isn't.
Can't do math.
Oh my gosh.
At the first Thanksgiving in 1621, where there was absolutely nothing aside from the fact that this lady's dressed like a pilgrim to suggest it was Thanksgiving at all. It was in the middle of the woods. A topless pilgrim is chased and slain with a tomahawk wielded by an evil demonic turkey who quips, "Nice tits, bitch."
There was no build-up.
No.
At all. It was just immediate. She just had her tits out for no reason.
Look, it was the times. You know?
There was probably a reason.
What do you mean it was the time?
It was the times. Everybody walked out, titties out.
Free the tit.
No!
Free the nipple,
It was
1622.
directly the opposite of
You don't
the
know you were
time.
there. Were you there?
I don't know, man. But like, it couldn't have been so hard to just pull it up.
Don't you know they were called the Impuritans?
Oh my god! Like, there's no reason for it at all.
No.
And like, honestly, I rented this movie for $1. I rented this movie HD for $1, and honestly, I felt satisfied with my purchase in just the opening sequence. I didn't need the rest of the movie. I wish I had just paid for that.
And that's it.
And just had that. That would have been my NFT. that whole sequence.
In a couple of years, this is going to be worth at least $5.
Flipping my entire NFT.
Oh my god! So not much to be said there. They made a whole point of her running so that they could bounce. It was just to show off this.
And the
lady's tits.
screaming in the background.
The screaming in the background.
Yeah, you didn't hear them. There was like a bunch of people like in a calm forest, but there were people screaming.
Oh yeah, that was the turkey.
No,
killing
not
everyone
that.
else.
Yeah, I don't know where they went. They were over there.
We're just over there.
Yeah, over there.
Centuries later, which has to go no further than like 1991, 92, because they had the very early cell phones.
No,
So,
those were that was like 2003. I remember
2003 at least. Okay.
I had that phone in high school.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so around there, 5 college students who get pretty much the Breakfast Club treatment here in the parenthetical.
they
Good girl Kristen, jock Johnny, ditzy Allie, redneck Billy, and nerdy Darren head home for Thanksgiving with their families. What do we think of? Did we encapsulate these characters in these descriptions?
Yes.
As far as you do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just a whole we determined that it was shot in some place that we're somewhat familiar with. This college scene.
I don't know because it looks very similar, but I'm gonna research that. I thought it was shot in Brooklyn College because I saw a lot of like stuff that looked exactly like Brooklyn College, like the tower, the brick buildings outside. I was like, no, please, God, no.
Did you recognize that one tree next to the building?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all
studied by that tree.
they're all in college and they're leaving for Thanksgiving break. And what an introduction to those characters it was.
Yeah.
Wow. Billy ripping his shirt off. Wow, yeah, we're finally free. Doesn't even rip it all the way down.
No.
Just
Stops at the belly button.
Stops at the belly button, gives up halfway through.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan would be disappointed, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did it only as a ploy to get Allie to reveal her breasts, which she like sort of does.
Yeah.
She takes off her top, but she's still wearing her bra, and she throws one of her many attempts to seduce Johnny from the very beginning.
Many attempts.
Yeah.
My God. And Johnny's got like this fucking seashell necklace.
The puka shell.
The puka shell necklace, the ones that sold at every CVS in 2012.
You had to get it at the kiosk of them.
Oh my God. Or SeaWorld. You had to go.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only.
Oh God.
SeaWorld putting puka shell necklaces on the map in the early 2000s. After Kristen calls her father, who, do we want to talk about the coffee scene?
Oh my gosh.
Did someone else take that? Because I feel like I'll dry heave halfway through.
So he's sitting at the table and his wife is making him coffee and he drinks the coffee and he goes, ah! He like spits it out. He's like, Cheryl, this coffee tastes like shit. What did you do? Take a dump in it? She goes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Yeah, you see it.
A coffee pot with 3 little turds in it. And she's like, I want a divorce.
Yeah, no. For the one scene that this mother was in the film, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my
Perfect.
God.
And the phone call. It's like, oh.
But the phone call immediately afterwards, unfazed by the shit coffee he just drank.
He's just like, hello.
This man's a stone cold bastard.
But then he's just like, oh, your stepmama just left me.
yeah.
Okay, bye.
You wanna go to the Thanksgiving ball with me tonight, sweetie? She's like, yeah. Oh, by the way, you were just your stepmother and I, we're gonna divorce.
What was so bad that he did?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I hope it's like,
I think he was just very oblivious.
it's gotta be war crimes.
Oh my God. That's the police brutality. Oh my God. Because he's the local sheriff, Sheriff Roud, which was his stupid name.
Oh, yeah.
Round?
Sheriff Roud, R-O-U-D.
Oh.
So this Sheriff Roud was actually, I do have to give a shout out to Chuck Lamb, who is famously known as Chuck the Dead Body Guy Lamb, because he's very well known for playing dead bodies.
Oh my god.
Love that guy.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck Lamb. Maybe he'll be the next Triforce guest.
Imagine.
That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
amazing.
Is he good? Is he still around?
We'll see.
And
right.
we have Chuck Lamb. Thank you, Chuck, so much for coming on the show.
He's dead.
Excellent. Thank you.
He's dead, Jim. After Kristen calls
Flies.
After Kristen calls her father the local sheriff, the car overheats in Crawburg. This forces the quintet of students to camp out for the night.
5 kids piled into a fucking Jeep Wrangler. Like, they were crammed into the
top. Why do you have the top?
They were so
Because it was
crammed.
cold. Think about it. It's November.
They were literally sitting on the fucking roll cage. Like,
Ridiculous. That's not going to save you if the car rolls.
what? No.
As they are setting up, Darren tells the settler-era folktale of Feather Cloud, a Native American shaman who was dishonored by a hedonistic pilgrim, Chuck Langston, one of Billy's ancestors.
How does he know?
They don't. They
That's
just-
my last name.
That's my last name, Billy Langston.
Just be, yeah, you know what? Didn't you know that me and Bill Murray are related?
Me and the guy from Pensa Guitars, bro. Oh my god. We might actually be. The outraged Feather Cloud used necromancy to create Turkey. That's Turkie, who is said to appear every 505 years to slaughter any and all.
So random.
500.
So this would be
In
his
5
first
years.
appearance.
Yeah.
This-
Who is said to appear every 505 years to slaughter any and all Caucasians he encounters.
My God.
There was a racial element
There really
to
was.
this film that I forgot about.
I'm supposed to kill every white man I see.
The images for when they were talking about the story was bananas.
Oh my
Who
god.
drew that?
Yeah.
So bad.
What was the art direction? Like South Park chic?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was having Billy's grandpa being, not grandpa, ancestor being like snake hugged by a woman.
A naked pilgrim lady.
I know, but it was like a
Unbelievable.
viper grip, like curling around. I'm like, that's not supposed to be
Oh
normal.
my God. It looked like Garbage Pail Kids drawings. Like,
I was about to say, it's halfway between South Park and Schoolhouse Rock.
oh God, yes. Wow.
Elsewhere, a dog owned. Okay, so now they're camping, and you know, Allie's still trying to mac on Johnny and get her to sleep with him in the tent and shit. Classic horny teenager stuff. But we need to talk about Darren's speech in the car on the way to the camp. He's like, I am gonna fuck. I'm gonna drink. I am gonna have sex with somebody in this car. And I'm like, dude, your best male friend, his girlfriend, and a random hoe are in this car. You need to be more specific.
I think the best part is that he wasn't specific. Because it turned out I'd think it was going to be Billy.
They had that whole song,
It was chemistry.
memoir kind of thing.
The death speech.
Yes.
See, if we don't have that sometime in our lives, were we even friends?
I don't know.
Billy was even waiting for him.
Oh my God. Come on, Darren. There's no turkeys up here. Come on, Darren.
We can hardly believe what we've just seen. Elsewhere, a dog owned by a hermit named Oscar, which he is never referred to as Oscar, except in the fucking subtitles.
Oh my God.
Never. A hermit named Oscar urinates on a miniature totem pole, desecrating it and releasing Turkey prematurely, while also urinating on him as well.
Can we talk about this scene for a second?
Sure.
Because, wow. They took the worst fucking walking shots of a dog I've ever seen in my whole life. Most of the shots were in the middle of the dog. It was just
The dog was too fast
like
for
the
him.
head and the tail were both off screen. I'm like, bro. And then they tried to get this shot, like I guess of like the dog trying to pick up the totem pole, right?
Right.
And like the dog went up to the totem pole and was just eating dirt behind it. and just wouldn't go near it. So they're just like, fuck it.
Cut.
Pee on it.
Just cut. Go to the next one. Next shot. Oh my god.
God, that killed me.
So the turkey pops up out of the ground, and the dog is still midstream,
Yep.
just pissing all over the turkey. Angry, the turkey proclaims, "Oh fuck, I'm pissed." Kills the dog, prompting Oscar to swear vengeance. As turkey runs off, scaring Kristen in the process. So there's a lot to talk about there.
Oh, yeah.
Including Oscar's, like, vow to kill this turkey.
Why? First my wife, now old Flashy.
Poor Flashy, man.
Poor Flashy. Oh my god. And what's amazing is like, they get to the dog and they're supposed to show him that he's dead. And like you can very clearly see him still breathing. He's just laying down. Like they didn't show his face because his head was up.
Right.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Very
Try
true.
putting a budget with only $5.
Oh my god, they could at least teach the dog to lay down.
They made this movie for $60. That's including cast payout. Oh man.
God, and they probably made a killing on it.
No, you got it.
I got you.
You got it.
Yep.
You got it.
Funny.
So Kirsten tells the others about her run-in with Turkey, but they laugh off her story, including Johnny, who causes her to get a little bit upset.
Johnny, no.
Of all people, I thought you would believe me. Just,
Oh my
screw
God.
you, Johnny.
Where did she sleep?
She slept in the same tent as him. They
I
gave her
thought
the
she
same
slept. No,
tent.
because she walked up and she's like, "Screw you, man."
No, if she had walked off trying to get on the phone with her dad because she promised to go
Oh,
to the
yeah.
policeman's ball with him, and she broke down. So she calls him, and then she tries to go back to camp and runs into Turkey. There's no such thing as an evil turkey. That's that scene.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
That's what
guys.
she's saying,
None.
and then the fucking turkey goes, "There's no such thing as an evil turkey."
Oh wait, I lied.
Stupid.
He's a liar too. Great.
So wow, yeah, what an asshole.
However, a baby rabbit, which appears to have been pecked to death, is thrown
By a
into their
beak.
Thrown
into the campfire.
sailed over Allie's head.
You hear it sound wee.
And it was amazing because they all went to bed right after that. They're like, "Oh, yeah, it was pecked to death by a turkey." It's in the fire. It is in the fire.
It's bubbling.
Burning. It's like a little stuffed animal rabbit.
And
Yeah.
it's in the fire, and Allie goes, "Wow, it's a baby bunny. Do you think he's okay?"
Stupid. She played one of the best stupid characters ever. It was so
my
endearing.
God, it was so funny. Like, and then my favorite part of that is like they all like, "Oh, it was the turkey." No, I'm gonna go to bed. Nobody questioned the fact that a baby bunny was thrown from behind them into the fire.
That requires too much brain power.
Nobody questioned that part.
No. The perception checks were low in this movie.
My
Perception checks were low,
And then
particularly
something
later.
happened later in the movie that really puts that into perspective. Oh God.
Okay. The next day, Turkey. Oh, this is out of this generally unacceptable movie. This is maybe the most unacceptable plot point. Okay. The next day, Turkey flags down a vehicle, and when the driver sexually propositions him, Turkey responds by shooting the man in the head and hijacking his car.
Ass, gas, or grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
That man tried to fuck a turkey
Which was
that could talk.
that could talk. Yeah, I was about to hit that point. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
that is. I just. Oh my! And you know
it
what
must have
though?
been the grass.
You know what though? Maybe there's like a magic spell that makes him look like a person.
No.
There has to be.
If that was suggested, then it was never made clear.
There has to be. Otherwise, these are literally the dumbest human beings to ever take oxygen from our atmosphere.
Oh my god, yeah. Later on, definitely. By nightfall, the students reach their respective homes. While While Johnny tries to reconnect with his estranged father.
Oh,
Johnny, a
oh,
turkey
it's
attacks
strange,
him.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Johnny's dad real quick. What an interesting character. Won't talk to him because he's the second string quarterback.
But can we talk about the fucking flashback that they
Oh,
had
yeah.
in the car?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Ever since I stopped talking to my dad, it just like flashes back. It's like the football flying through the air.
No, he's just like, my dad taught me to throw the old pig skin. And it's just like, it's still him. It's not like a younger kid version. It's just him in his current state.
Oh my god!
It's just like, I haven't talked to him since 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Fucking hell, dude.
He's just like, oh come on, he's your son.
There's some parts of this that know exactly what it is.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
really good.
And he's like, Dad, can we talk about everything? He looks, and then they just played a fucking fart sound. Like
And he
I'm
leaves.
talking like a Walmart like who farted toy fart sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then he has to lie to
And
his
then-
father.
And then he just leaves. He was like, oh yeah, and then he lies to his dad.
Yep.
And then like my favorite part is just like, oh, you got the position right. You got the best quarterback. Yeah, you're the best son I ever had. And then they just give a nice firm handshake. Right. Like, what, do you want a handshake? Okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
Firm handshake.
There we go.
Like, I'm just like, hug your son. And then he was like, oh,
No
Brian.
handshake.
Then fucking the turkey comes out the fucking.
Fuck all this bonding shit.
It's just sawing his neck with a plastic knife.
That's so funny, dude. Right. So yeah, Johnny's parents are killed, but he escapes and rejoins his friends with the exception of Allie. We're gonna check in on what Allie's doing.
We are
Oh
gonna
my
check out what
God.
Allie's doing.
But-
his reaction in the car. I can't believe it. He killed my mom. He killed my dad. I'm gonna kill that damn turd.
No more no more pumpkin pie.
pumpkin pie. No more cranberry sauce.
I'm like, that's what you're upset about?
No tears. No.
I'm gonna
No.
kill that son of a bitch.
Oh my god. So much of the like reactions to the deaths in this movie are so
Like, it's just like a
fucking
normal
funny.
Tuesday, man.
Right.
Just like he stubbed his toe in the middle of the night.
So earlier, Kristen, earlier in the film, makes a crack about Allie that when it first dropped, all four of us were like, oh my god.
That was the only joke.
Which is responding to Allie's sexual promiscuity.
Allie was like, yeah, I'm a prude. And then Kristen's just like, do you want me to drop the line?
Sure, go for it, man.
Kristen's just like, oh, please, Allie, your legs are harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey case.
It's a good joke. They got another wear out of it, and then they had a referential third joke that was not even as funny.
But my favorite part of it is like, we both all looked, like, all four of us looked at each other, which is like, did they?
They did it again.
They did the same joke. Did they forget that they did it? Because like the way it was delivered, they delivered it like this is the first time they're saying it.
Yeah.
And like I was like, they had to have forgotten they recorded that joke already.
Had to
Like,
clip it in.
like who did that? Like another joke, please.
No, that's asking too much of them.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. So everyone rejoins at Billy's house, which is Darren, Kristen, and Johnny, because Johnny tells them all that his parents are dead and that the turkey is real.
My parents are dead. You guys deserve to know. The turkey is real. Oh my god.
Right.
I've heard of wooden actors, man, but Jesus.
This cast was the Woods, bro.
This was wow.
Except for Darren.
Darren was
An excellent actor.
Darren was an excellent actor, but we all know a Darren.
We all know it, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Hey Darren, how you doing?
So, Allie is the only exception to this little party who is having sex with her boyfriend, Greg. I don't believe he was ever referred.
No, he
Nope.
was, no.
I think she might have said his name.
No, oh,
once.
yeah.
No,
Yes,
she said,
yes.
"Oh, baby, like come in."
During sex, she
Right.
said it one time.
So they're having very ace bandage fully clothed doggy style.
Yeah.
You saw their
really?
pants.
Slightly ass out sex. Turkey walks in on the lovers, slits Greg's throat, and replaces him sexually on an unaware Allie before snapping her neck. Which, as I stated at the beginning of this podcast, is my gateway drug scene to making people watch this
You
movie.
just got stuffed.
There's not a human being I show that to whose jaw does not drop either before or at that sequence of this part of the film.
I want to know whose idea that was. I want to know that.
Probably the general.
Like
General Bastard.
Yeah.
General Bastard,
But
absolutely.
I have a question.
Sure.
Like I know that she's portrayed as the ditzy character, she's like,
Yeah.
like I'm horny all the time, yeah?
Stereotypical
Yeah.
dumb hoe, yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, how do you not notice the changing of the squad, I guess, the changing of the men?
Changing of the guard.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
from man with no feathers, men don't have feathers, to small thing probably with feathers.
Yeah,
Because you're
especially-
constantly hitting, you're gonna notice there's feathers.
I would notice if I was in the midst of the thrall of sexual desire. I think I would notice if my hips hit plumage.
Yes. This is what
Sure.
I'm questioning. I'm just like,
I would hope I would notice.
That driver wanted to hit some plumage for sure.
Oh boy, he wanted. Oh my god.
After finding Allie's remains, the students decide to go to Kristen's house to see if her father has any books about
Oh my
Turkey in his
God.
Oh
library.
my god. Wait, can we talk about when they found Allie?
Sure.
Allie tapped out that movie real quick. The actress who played Allie tapped out that movie as soon as
She's like,
she
"I'm done."
fucking could, because they went into the house and they were just outside. And the guy comes back out of the house
With the feather.
with the feather, and he's like, "Guys, we did it. She's dead."
Ridiculous.
It's like
they hold the feather and the wrapper.
It's like they shot the scene like they saved her, but forgot to write the rest.
Literally.
They're like, oh wait, no, we didn't. She's fucking dead.
She's dead.
Oh
and
my God.
you're right, Nicole. He does pull out an extra small gravy flavored condom, which is their clue.
Unbelievable.
Is that a thing?
No, I
Hope. I really hope.
a lot of fruits, banana, strawberry, shit
Yeah.
like that. Oh my god.
Lightsaber one, like you've never heard of the lightsaber one?
Does it fucking sound like I've heard of it? I would've said, oh yeah, sure.
It's a glow in the dark condom.
Absolutely not.
It's so good.
Yeah. So
Hi, honey.
Hi,
earlier in the
baby.
movie,
She's marrying me. I
I
can't
know.
believe this.
I know.
may the force be with her.
I know, right? Reconsidering my option. No.
Oh god.
Hey, okay. Pushing past. All right, we are moving forward. Here.
Are we?
I think so.
Not sure.
After finding Allie's remains, yes, because they're trying to find books about the turkey at Kirsten's dad's house.
Because the libraries are closed.
The libraries are closed.
Don't be stupid. All the libraries are closed at this time of night.
No, because when Darren was telling the story at the beginning, he's like, they're like, nah, man, that's bullshit. There's no such thing as an evil turkey. And he goes, no, there was hundreds of books written on the
By
turkey.
turkeyologists.
everywhere.
Turkeyologists.
Oh my god. And my favorite is Kristen's like, my dad has a bunch of books. There has to be one about a killer turkey in there somewhere.
There was only like a few books.
My dad has a lot of books. I'm sure that killer turkeys is not the topic. He's not that's not the subject matter he's interested
He's
in.
really not into ornithological homicide.
I find a feather in his in his closet.
Mother.
He was the turkey all along.
Oh
no.
my God.
But the dad was in a turkey
Oh
suit.
yeah.
Yes, that's
For
coming
some
up.
reason.
That's coming up. Turkey beats them there, tricking Kirsten's father, who was dressed as a turkey for an upcoming pageant, into letting him in by wearing Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh my god.
We'll
Can
never
we
know.
talk about this, the intro for a second?
Sure.
Because he's at the door. And he's just like, oh, what are you doing there, little fella? It's like, yeah, I'm here for,
Crystal
Kelsey.
What a Kelsey.
You mean Kristen? Yeah, that's it. If someone came to my door that I did not know and approximately guessed my child's name, I would not correct them. I would call the police.
He is
my
the
God.
police.
Right?
Yeah.
He is.
Could he
my
call
God.
himself?
Oh, he's so bad at it.
With that level of intelligence, he probably would.
Hello, Sheriff?
Oh my god.
Yes, it's me.
Wow, you sound familiar.
No, dude. So, from here on, in this film, the turkey is rolling straight 20s on deception checks. And the party is rolling 1.
Oh my god.
It's so bad because there's a turkey. There's a turkey in like funny glasses and a false mustache. And it's
We'll never know who he is.
perfectly conversing in English with this man who convinces that he's just a small person. That he is just,
God.
you know, the M word as he decides to repeatedly use.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Gets mad at the turkey for cursing. It's a really weird scene.
He's like, I'm not mad at the size of the fuck. I'm mad about the age of the fuck.
I'm gonna start using that in class when I hear
so
kids
funny.
say
Like,
fuck.
how old are you? I'm 510 years old.
All right, fuck it. I guess you can say it.
You can say it. Remember, he's just like drinking the coffee. It's just like, yeah, nice fucking weather.
The allergy season.
Allergy sneezes. It's allergy fucking weather.
As they wait for Kirsten, Turkey and the sheriff share an awkward snack, which ends when Turkey murders the sheriff after he mistakes him for a duck by using the phrase odd duck.
I need the screen cap of the turkey turning back to the camera with the Groucho Marx glasses and the sheriff in the turkey costume at the other end of the table, and it just says fucking weather. Am I right? I need that. That is going on my tombstone. That's
Kirsten and her friends arrive and are allowed in by Turkey, who has donned the sheriff's severed face as a disguise.
not only that, but it is so much smaller than the actual sheriff's face, and it is constructed out of Play-Doh.
Right.
It is
And string.
unbelievable.
It's very, like, it's bad. Like, and they're like, oh, hello, sheriff. Like,
Oh my
They're like, hello,
God.
sir.
Oh,
What?
Kristen's like, Dad!
like, this is your father.
Oh my God!
If my father was a turkey, I would notice.
No, the disruption roll was too small.
I'm just saying, yeah.
I
You're
don't
right.
think there's a deception. There's a perception roll small enough where you don't notice.
What
that
if
it's
they
a
have
turkey.
terrible eyesight?
They shouldn't
They
be
suddenly
driving.
They
If
suddenly all need glasses. They're not
that's-
having enough carrots.
If it's that, that got us Thanksgiving. If it's that bad, they shouldn't be driving.
Well, luckily Johnny was driving, and he had
Johnny
sunglasses.
did it too.
No,
Johnny was
Johnny
like, hey,
had
sheriff, what up, man?
no. He had sunglasses.
Oh, stupid.
That obscures your vision more.
No, because they might be prescription.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna reel you kids in here.
You had those.
Darren finds a book about turkey. Finds a book about turkey, and it mentions that
After the whole montage
Of them
can we
reading.
talk about
where
that?
Billy was shoveling French fries into his face.
And
my
then
God, and
throwing
they-
books.
And they did the thing where him and Kristen touched hands, and they do like,
Stupid.
oh my God. And she's like, finally, it took forever to find this book. Kristen comes out. It was only 5 minutes.
Did you guys see the book that Billy was looking at?
What?
It was a Disney, what was it? I think Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like children's book. And the nerd friend, his Darren, right?
Yeah.
Darren was like showing him like page to page, like he's teaching him how to read.
Oh my God.
You guys didn't notice
I
that?
didn't notice that.
He is a college student.
I was,
So I met college students who seem like they cannot read.
yeah.
See,
Seem.
Darren finds a book about Turkey and mentions that he can be killed if his magic talisman is removed, though the rest of the passage about how to destroy him is written in code. Mid-word, it starts turning into like a squared plus b squared equals c squared, y equals mx plus b type bullshit. And I'm like, who would read this? Who would have this? Who would own this? Like,
And it was supposedly written in 1621,
Right.
and the pages looked perfect.
famously known for their mathematics. Right. When the answer to every mathematical question was God.
Your eyes when they go big.
God did it. That's my answer.
Oh my god.
Billy stumbles onto Turkey, disposing of the sheriff's body, where Chuck Lamb does what he does best and plays a dead body with his face cut off.
Oh,
Genius.
man.
Genius. While he and the others succeed in getting the talisman, Turkey gets away only because Billy gets him into a fucking Macho Man Randy Savage elbow headlock.
Yeah. And they were just like, oh, it almost looked like the same puka shell necklace, except instead of the shell, it's just the talisman.
It was like a rock.
It's a random
Like-
magical looking symbol.
And it's just yellow string, random, like, it looked like two rocks tied together.
Ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude.
And thus leads to my favorite scene in this movie, I think. Because Billy is all fucking pissed off that he did so much work and that they didn't get the turkey. So he, being hungry, despite shoveling french fries into his mouth for the entirety of the montage of them reading the books.
That was
which-
5 minutes.
5 minutes ago, at least. Billy storms off while Darren cracks the code in the book, discovering the turkey must be burned at the stake after a demonic prayer said backwards.
You know, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
Outside, Turkey magically enters Billy's body and forces his way up. Now, this, before something else we need to talk about, this was so interesting because Billy was just like stumbling around outside. He's like, oh, I'm so hungry.
And then clip art turkey just appears on the front lawn.
That's the only way to describe it.
It's a JPEG of a turkey, like, fucking cropped in from Adobe Premiere,
He's like,
just like
Come eat me.
literally just like they took that shot, planted the JPEG on 1 pixel and said just follow it, and that's it. Like, I know what happened there, and just it looked so bad because it was just jittering around like crazy, and he picked it up. He was holding nothing. He was holding nothing.
Because it's from the computer. You can't eat things
know,
from a
Improv.
computer.
But they could have at least had him hold something.
Improv king.
Like, oh my god.
No, that's too much for him. You're asking too much of Billy.
So he kind of like does like a chest burster from Alien where he goes inside Billy and
Gobble,
forces
gobble, bitch.
motherfucker, please, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
That line is so famous it was used as the tagline for the movie. I'm dead serious. I could get you some posters.
Oh god, I would
But-
love a poster of this movie.
Billy dies in Darren's arms and they reminisce about all the good times that they had together.
You were my best friend.
And now you're a dead best friend.
History will say they were just really good friends.
I'm going to sing that song at Colton's funeral. 100%. 100%.
Is that before or after the body around the ceiling fan?
Body around the
That's
ceiling.
while my body is swinging around.
Because you
Potato.
requested that to be
Yes.
done.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. Billy dies in Darren's arms and they reminisce about all the good times they had together. There's like,
Darren,
He's like, you're gonna be
you're
okay.
one of the cool kids now.
like, it's because of you. The whole death speech was like 4 minutes. It was like a long time to dedicate to this.
The death speech was longer than the killing and subsequent resolution of both of Johnny's parents.
Yeah.
Like, they spent more time on that death scene than I think Johnny's parents and Allie combined.
Because they want people to know they were really good friends.
Oh my god.
Darren, Kristen,
And they left his ass on the side of the road.
It went in reverse.
No, that's it. That's the point I wanted to make up because I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. But the shot of him on the side of the road approaching and then pulling away is the same
Yeah.
shot.
Just in reverse.
Oh, that's some Scooby-Doo ass bullshit. That's some Dragon Ball Z reusing the same animation, Sailor Moon nonsense.
It's so good.
That's good. So, Billy, Kristen, and Johnny, Darren, Kristen, and Johnny track Turkey to his teepee and say the prayer, but as they prepare to burn him, he runs outside and is shot by Oscar at point blank range.
Into a dumpster.
Wait, before we talk about that he was making a salad?
Yep.
Like that's in the
Low in
TV.
calories, high in fiber.
Yeah, like he's trying to be health conscious, a health conscious turkey while he's killing people. I thought he would be eating meat.
After eating so much meat, I'm just trying to say. I mean, he was in Billy. He ate, I don't know. There's definitely
the dad.
They probably the face, got him all warmed up,
Oh yeah.
100%.
trying to watch his weight. It's been 505 years.
Yeah, girlish figure, man.
Ridiculous,
After 505 years, the first thing you eat is a fucking salad.
right? It's
No,
very odd.
body parts, because remember, he got that heart. Nope, that was later.
That is
Never
later.
mind.
Yeah.
It's gonna
My
come
bad.
up. Oscar leaves, but not after being he's just like, I died. I hit my I lost my wife. I lost my dog, Spark Flashy. And then but maybe you kids will someday go through the loss that I've gone through.
Oh my gosh.
If you ever lose somebody like a parent or a best friend.
if you lose your parents or your dog or your best friend, and what was amazing is that they skipped from person to person after every shot. It's like you lose your mom and showed Johnny, you lose your dad and showed Kristen, you lose your best friend, it went to Darren.
And they're all like,
And then he's just like, all right, see you later.
Well, that's all for me. My favorite part is that Johnny and Oscar are all the complete blatant exposition characters. Him and Kristen had that scene in the kitchen. It's like, well, now that I've lost my parents, I guess life goes on. Shit like that.
Ridiculous.
Oh
but
my
remember they were talking
God.
about their friend, the hermit, and Darren's like, that guy's really cool. He's a cool, almost saying he's a cool kid too. And then Johnny's just like,
No,
he's
gives me
like,
the
yeah, he's a
fucking
creep.
creeps.
Yeah, well, they did really make General Bastard look like his name in
Oh yeah.
the rotten teeth.
I don't think that was acting.
Maybe not.
That didn't feel like acting.
I don't know.
He did it under a pseudonym. The others go to Kirsten's house, unaware that the dumpster the turkey was blasted into contains radioactive waste, which reanimates him. However, I do want to point out to one of the fucking funniest lines I had, which was when she's like, no, don't we have to burn him at the stake because that's what the book says? And goes, nah, shot him, take a look for yourself in here. And she looks into the thing and she goes, oh yeah, he's dead.
But my question is, I don't know if you guys noticed in the dumpster, you know how they said it's a radioactive dumpster, right?
Right,
What do
yeah.
you imagine when you think radioactive that you would see?
Like green
Green
glowing.
and barrels, right?
Right.
Did you notice that what was under the turkey? It wa-
Papers and shit.
no, it was a red box that said chainsaw on it.
Oh my
Stupid.
God.
And I'm just like, wait, was the turkey going to bring out the chainsaw?
Radioactive
no.
chainsaw.
Radioactive chainsaw.
My favorite part about the radioactive waste thing is when it zoomed back in on the dumpster and it said radioactive waste. Did you notice it was just a printed paper taped on with packing tape?
I'm telling you, $60 was the budget of this movie.
Such a good. It's so funny, dude. Wow.
Believing that Turkey is dead, the surviving teens go back to Kristen's house.
Want to go back and watch movies?
Popcorn.
The dead sheriff is in the home. He is in the home.
He's literally in your house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they just make sure everything's fine. They just go back to it. While Johnny and Kristen admit their feelings for each other.
I may have lost my parents, but I
Gained a
How
girlfriend.
are you gonna continue going to college, man?
I would have you know what? If I had to have this all happen again, I would have. His best friend is dead. His parents are dead. His girlfriend's father is dead. Oh my God.
Okay, so Darren awkwardly goes to the kitchen to get a snack. Their turkey rips Darren's tongue and heart out, now covered in radioactive waste.
The pecking of Darren's chest.
It's like JoJo. It was.
God. That was definitely sped up. 100%.
Yeah.
No way turkey could go that fast.
I don't know. Ask Allie.
Not even this turkey.
Oh my! You did not. We shun you now.
Damn.
Johnny goes to find Darren in the kitchen, where Turkey stabs Johnny with an electric knife. Kirsten does slap Turkey and runs to a shed with a badly wounded Johnny.
She made sure to unplug the knife, though.
She did sure unplug the knife, thank God. Turkey has chased her, but Kirsten sets Turkey on fire with an aerosol can flamethrower. And while he burns to death, Johnny dies from the electric carver stab.
They didn't even kiss at the end.
No, it's true. They had an almost kiss, a classic, a good trope. I love a good almost kiss. Classic.
And then he just fell backwards. Like, my God, dude.
Ridiculous. Kirsten grabs a pipe and knocks Turkey into a pile of wood. Oscar congratulates her.
That just happened to be perfectly bonfire ready.
Right. Totally all of the fire starters in there still. Kirsten grabs a pike and pipes and knocks him into a pile of wood, completing the prophecy where he needs to be burned at the stake. Oscar congratulates her for ending the minutes, and Kirsten eats Turkey's legs. Nicole, did you have any points about this?
Oh my gosh! I felt bad because I woke up happy, but I was just like no, and then you're like what? And I'm just like, that was a radioactive turkey. She's eating radioactive turkey.
Yeah.
She was literally pointing at the screen going, that is radioactive.
Like that, like if you just killed your menace, right? And would you eat your menace?
Why
like
does Kristen, the largest friend, simply not eat the turkey?
Ridiculous.
That doesn't, right? It doesn't.
No.
You're not gonna want to eat radioactive turkey if you're gonna become gigantica.
No, I don't know. Maybe if I knew that was the prophecy,
Monsters versus aliens.
I think I might want to if that's the case.
I just, Kirsten died later that day of mouth cancer. Like, Jesus.
Her head started decaying while she was still alive. Like, Jesus Christ.
Later, at a family's Thanksgiving dinner, the same family of the dude that tried to fuck the turkey!
Oh,
wait, how do we...
my God.
The guy from the side of the road because he got shot. No,
Yeah,
so
he got
it
shot.
couldn't possibly have been
Yeah.
him. But I think it was the same actor. I think they reused the
Oh,
same
yeah,
actor.
it was. It was the same actor.
Ridiculous.
Okay, because he made the phone calls to the young daughter.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even say that.
Yeah, no.
The guy who fucked the turkey had to call his daughter, and the turkey blew his brains out in the middle of the phone
Yeah, it's
call.
just like, I love you, honey. I'll see you later. Tell your mom.
Yep. The cooked turkey comes to life, and in Turkey's voice yells, "Do I smell a sequel, biatch?"
And then to be continued. ... In space.
Yeah.
Wow.
The one place that isn't corrupted by capitalism.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
My fucking God.
How old is that? How old is that curse?
Old
Old.
enough to have back pain.
Okay.
I'm marveling at this movie. I'm like, every time the turkey turned, they did a lot of this where the turkey would turn to the camera and deliver his line.
Right.
And it
Breaking
is
the
the
fourth wall.
shittiest turkey puppet I've ever seen in my whole life. This is like paper mache as, like, I did this in art class, period 1 as, like,
It's due in period 2.
literally, like, it is the shittiest turkey I've ever seen.
It's a pretty bad puppet. Yeah.
They turned it back
I gotta say that, like, it could be worse.
really?
Everything about this movie could have been worse, and that's the worst part about
I
it.
feel like it's that meme where it's like where everything's going to shit and your parents are like, oh, it could be worse. Yeah, well, guess what? It could also be better. Like,
Who was the true hero of this movie, I wonder?
This movie knew what it was doing, though. This movie knew exactly what it was from the get-go. And as a film major, this had to have been one of the most fun things they have ever done in their lives.
The turkey?
This movie, shooting this movie,
Oh.
and watching it back piece by piece, and just snickering at it the whole whole time. Like, that shit is so funny. And
Right.
every time that turkey turned back to the camera and delivered his lines, I fucking died, man. It was it was
He was just like,
it was so good. Oh,
Yeah, no. I figured that this would be an appropriate watch around this time
this
of year.
was one of the most fun pieces of media I've ever ingested in my life.
I'm glad.
don't eat it. It's
It
radioactive.
was so good. It was
You know, I'll tell you, I'll be checking my turkey for the next couple of days because we had decided to record this the day after Thanksgiving.
oh yeah.
So we are here in the time period. And
Absolutely. The time of recording this and watching this to upload time is perhaps 4 hours.
Right.
Like, that's, you know, and I just, you know what, man? I just can't. I have no more words. I got no more words
I don't
for
think
this.
we need any more words.
I have
on
no
this.
more foul words for this. Foul.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, your
Okay.
fiance's got quite a horror movie repertoire.
Oh,
on
yeah.
her hands.
Oh, my
Good
God.
for you.
Definitely, like, you okay over there? What's the matter?
No. No, I'm not okay over here.
All right.
Why me?
Honey, we're watching Thankskilling 3 next because apparently there isn't a fucking second one.
There is no Thankskilling 2. However, there is a Thankskilling 3. I believe there's a tagline. Let me get it.
Also, there's a musical.
There is a musical
yeah.
adaptation. That is correct.
I'm begging to watch that.
Only if we could watch that movie about the shark that.
Sharknado.
No. There's a shark movie that he goes underneath the snow and he like attacks.
Ghost Sharks.
Yes.
Ghost Sharks. That was Sharknado 3.
I thought that was something else.
No, Ghost Sharks.
No, because there was not a whole bunch of sharks in a whirling.
yeah, but they
thing.
like threw them off of there and then they were ghosts.
No.
Yeah, I think
No.
that was Sharknado 3.
No.
I'll find out.
All right, guys. I did find a little tidbit here.
Okay. Do it.
I have the actual dollar figure for the budget of Thanksgiving. And I want you to guess. And we're going to price is right. And we're going to see which one of the two of you gets closer to the budget. So to give you a range, just so it to be fair, and just so you don't go like, I'm going to go 100,000 just in case. It is below $10,000. Okay, how low it is up to you. Up
In
to your-
hell. It's like
whatever you think, but it is definitely probably more than you're thinking, and it is less than $10,000. I'll bring it down. It is less than $6,000.
Oh no, I was gonna say. All right, Nicole, you go first.
No. This is your show. This is your show.
What an asshole! All right,
Exclusive? What?
she's gonna 6,001 my ass. So let's see. I'm gonna go $2,000.
$2,000 out of Colton. Nicole.
Yeah. 2001.
Wait, how long did the turkey gotta stay dead for?
What?
505 years.
Okay, $505.
$505. Unfortunately, though, that's a hilarious guess. Colton is closer. $3,500.
Oh my God!
$3,500.
On location only.
I think it was just actor pay. There's nothing.
Does it have
else
a
that
breakdown of
That
where
was
the money
shot-
was used for?
$3,500.
That was shot at one of the actors' homes. There was no. Well, on what? That turkey costume. Turkey fucking puppet. It wasn't even a puppet. It was like a hand puppet.
Maybe it was the gallons and gallons of fake blood.
Maybe the gallons of fake blood. Yes, absolutely. A couple gallons of fake blood.
Here is the original poster with the
Let me see
tagline
it.
"Gobble Gobble Motherfucker,"
Oh my God.
as well as warning boobs in the first second.
That's it. Yes.
on the top.
Boobs
Yep.
in the first 10 seconds.
The ultimate low budget experience, a killer turkey comedy horror flick. Thankskilling. If that seems to be something that you're going to watch, it is an hour of your life
That you will
just-
never get back.
never. But you know, you might not want it back.
It's double Kung Fury. Just imagine that.
I
Like,
love Kung Fury. Okay. When is the Kung Fury episode? I will die.
I think it's in the same movie tier as Kung Fury.
I don't know. I feel like Kung Fury is a masterpiece. Way better
Kung
than
Fury
this.
is a way better produced film.
Wait, is that the dodgeball thing?
No, that's Dodgeball. That's I was like, no, that's just fucking Dodgeball.
No, I thought it was the same because didn't you use martial arts to teach him how to play dodgeball?
That's Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh, okay.
Dodge traffic, you can dodge them all.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Wow, dude. I'm so happy we did this.
Yeah, me too, man.
Oh, I'm thankful for you guys.
Thankful for this.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you
Happy
for
Thanksgiving.
Thank you for the Triforce podcast. Thank you for the fans. Thank you to Nicole. Thanks for joining this with
Thank
me.
you for dragging me into this.
Subjecting both of our lovers
Screaming.
to Thanksgiving.
I love y'all.
I love y'all too.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Wow. Wow!